Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting episode of Furu Finance. We have a great stream for you today. We have a great stream for you. What are we talking about? We have the Ethereum ETF imminent. Briefly cover that. There's also the Sami ratio. It was Ben Dubard was covering on a stream. I'm like, why not pull up that Twitter tab? And the main story is Richard Hart strikes back, making the legal case for Hex not being a security and not having any legitimacy to the charges. So we're going to talk about all that and more on today's exciting episode. Really sorry I'm late. Please forgive me. I'm sorry, but I'm going to try and make it up to you with an excellent stream, and I hope you forgive me. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you guys for sticking around. So smash the like button and subscribe. Let me just start this up. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. JC the Hex Factory Slave Worker says, yes, sir. Bob Stutz, welcome back, Bob Stutz. Charles Stone, what's going on? Mr. Chuck says, if Saturday morning cartoons have taught me anything, Richard Hart is going to combine his powers with earth, wind, fire, and water to form Captain Planet. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Stefan, what's going on? David Weinberg's a patron. Big shout out to David Weinberg. Bob also. Cookie de Chocolate, what's up? Raul Perez. Sorry, Brazology. Sorry, Jeremy Shepard. I'm sorry. Apologize. Crypto Bigfoot, what's going on? Oh, ISIS Stakes 2 should be a ripoff. Yeah. Big shout out, Mr. Chuck. Crypto Bigfoot, very funny. Big shout out to Ash. What's going on, Ash? I kind of want to buy more Pulse soon. Am I crazy? I don't think you're crazy. I was definitely having those sort of thoughts, but I decided to buy Hex. So maybe soon I'll buy some Pulse also. Ash says, who thinks I should take more investments out of legacy finance over to crypto? Well, that is a question for a financial advisor, and I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give financial advice. Do your own research and come to your own decisions based on that research. So sorry to let you down. I'll need some more light in here. Anthony Azevedo says rates going up, not down, longer bear. Inflation's coming down though, so rates not going up much longer, in my opinion. Not financial advice. I was speaking to a hedge fund manager yesterday who is very smart, and I should have asked him that. These people are on top of it, but I really think that the rates are not going to be going up much longer. So please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and consider joining the Patreon, and let's get into the charts. 31 people watching. Oh, share it on social media. But Hex is at 782. It looks like maybe we could be heading down for the trend line of 574. But I like the longer that we stay, we stay in this zone, right, and don't go lower, the more likely it is that the bottom is in, okay? The longer that we don't bottom, the more likely it is that we bottomed. Unless it bottoms again, in which case we didn't bottom. That's your technical analysis for the day. But if we look within the triangle, we could go as high as 9/9 of a penny, a ninth of a penny. and we can still be encountering resistance and go as low as half a penny, a little more than half a penny. But if it breaks this resistance, then it could be definitely going lower. And if it breaks the support, you guys like the TA? No? Any indicators? Let's take a look at the indicators. Let's look at the MACD. It looks like the MACD has flipped bullish. Okay, I guess that's good, right? We like when that happens. What about our RSI? Relative Strength Index. Looking at the Relative Strength Index for HEX. We didn't look at these things since we got off TradingView because we don't have TradingView for HEX anymore. Only Dex Screener. Looks kind of like the chart. Nothing to report on. All right, that's your indicators there. MACD bullish and RSI, nothing really going on. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. And then we got PLS, whale bonus sack multiplier at the whale bonus multiplier sack rate for PLS. PLSX is, gosh darn PLSX, guys. Really sorry for the loss. Hopefully we could recover. Very sad. This is very, honestly, the PulseX price chart is kind of tragic. I'm not gonna lie. I mean that's what it is. I still have hopes, but it's really hard for me to like bash other coins that people are chasing and like say wrecked when everyone in PulseX is wrecked. I don't know though. So yeah, PulseX though. I have high hopes for PulseX relative to other meme coins and stuff. Okay. But that is your PulseX chart. But let's be positive here, okay? If you buy $100 of PulseX, you get 10 million PulseX. Sounds like a steal. $1,000 will get you 100 million PulseX. Wow. So remember people complaining they missed the PulseX sack? People complained, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know. You could really get it on sale. Pulse, a little on sale if you're not bonus multiplier whale, but PulseX is really on sale. So let's give some love for PulseX. Can we get some X's in the chat for PulseX? Need some love. PulseX needs some love, man. Needs some love. It needs some money. That's what it really needs. Yeah, that's your PulseX there for you. Very, very not looking good, but it's a bear market. Nothing's looking good. Let's look at our statistics. Hex is down more than PLS. Maybe I have to get Pulse. Lately, Pulse has not been crashing as much as Hex. You know? Despite, we could say whatever we want about the whale's bonus multiplier, but it hasn't, it very frequently doesn't crash as much as Hex, which is a positive sign. It doesn't pump as much either, but often having less downside, you know, relative strength on the downside being advantageous for Pulse. It's a bullish sign for Pulse. Maybe I should buy Pulse. Think about it. But yeah, that's your rundown right there. Let's check the stats. And another net negative on EHEX in the current stakers. And the negative current holders. Just take a look at some negative 16 current holders. Whoa. Pulse negative 47. Okay. We'll take the L. We'll take the L for Hex on Pulse Chain current holders on the day. But there was an uptick in current stakers. So it had 8 more because -6 relative to 2. And yeah, just every single freaking day, people are ending their stakes and no one's making new stakes. Staking is a great indicator. Staking is a great indicator of price performance. People like to say, oh, I'm buying the eHex because it's cheaper. But if people continue not to stake on there, is it going to go up as much? I don't think so. It hasn't been going up as much. I digress. Okay, that's it for the daily stats. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Please. I know you're all subscribed. We're not getting any new subscribers. Just hit the like, okay? Could you hit the like button, please? A lot of people waiting. See, this is why the price doesn't go up. People wait. Look, Compton 310. He's got $5,700 and he's waiting for another big dump on Pulse and PulseX. It's coming. Well, I don't know. Maybe you get left behind. If everyone's just waiting, that means people aren't selling. So now we're in a game of chicken. Okay. Now it's like, who's gonna press the buy button first? And then more people race to the buy button and it's too late. It doesn't go lower. That happens a lot. It does happen. Maybe that's maybe not financial advice, but then maybe a message that you should be dumping it in now. But I would argue actually, probably your best strategy would be, this is not financial advice, but 5,700. I like to say we're not having any massive run-ups until at least the beginning of 2024, until Q1 2024. So take that 5,700, and if you're going to buy Hex with it anyway, then may as well just 500 a week. That'll get you for 2 more months. So maybe 450, 475 a week. I think that's the best way to do it. And you're protected to both sides. If the price dumps, then you can buy more. And if the price pumps, then you also buy more. But usually these timing things lose. Hey, I don't know. Everyone do their own thing. I think dollar cost averaging is usually the winner. Usually. But big shout out to Compton 310. He's got some money. He's got some money, right? There's no 10K Bitcoin, in my opinion. I think it's over. We're too far in. Oh, actually, let's check the Bitcoin price with this Ethereum ETF news. Smash the like button, please. Not much of a pump. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're not getting 10. You're not getting 10K. Nuclear war or no 10K, in my opinion. Not financial advice, in my opinion. But everybody and their mom and their dog is bearish right now. So I've been saying this for a while, but I will maintain my conviction in a non-financial advice way and double down that there will not be a 10K Bitcoin. Maybe ever, unless Bitcoin goes to 0 because it sucks in like 10 years from now or something. But I don't see it. Okay. Based on my feelings and stuff like that. No, there were so many bad things that happened and the price pumped. Okay, think about that. So what news is going to dump the price down? It's too oversold. Okay, let's get into the news. First story is we have a great story. There's some stories today. Cathie Wood ARK Invest files for first spot Ether ETF. So we just had the SEC was blocked from blocking Grayscale from making a Bitcoin ETF. And then Cathie Woods is saying, let's make an Ethereum ETF. What about that's pretty good. What does that tell you? Tells you that the money is here. What's Ethereum's price right now? Ethereum, not even much of a pump. But this is the bear market. There's good news, there's bad news, nothing happens, it's sideways, it's boring. But lately there has been a lot more good news, and all the SEC losses and all the ETFs being filed tells me that if the macros permit it, we're going to have a big, beautiful, beautiful bull market. It's like Trump. He says the big beautiful wall. We're going to have a big, beautiful bull market, I think, if the macros permit it, which I think they will. So, yeah, it's boring, but we have, oh my gosh, we have about 4 more months till quarter one. And then we have hopefully even less inflation. We have, some happenings and all those good stuff. So yeah, I think it's very exciting. We could briefly look at the article, but the ARK 21 shares Ethereum ETF is the first attempt to list such a fund in the US that directly invests in ETH, second largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. Asset managers ARK Invest and 21 shares have applied for regulatory approval for an exchange-traded fund that would directly hold ETH, according to a Wednesday filing to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay. There's nothing else to say. That's basically it. You want to know what an ETF is? ChatGPT, okay? But that's really good news. Stefan says we're close. We're pretty close. Or on max photo right now, unless some crazy macro. Yes, exactly. Bitcoin halving rally will be fun. There's bad news, and then there's worse news. Bear market things. Crypto Bigfoot. Big shout out to Crypto Bigfoot. Yeah, that's your news. That's your news for the ETF. And then your friend Sami. So this guy Don Alt, 505,000 Twitter followers, said, so is Hex completely dead now? Can someone that is retarded enough to keep up with that dumpster fire give me the latest on the drama? And then Sami posted the chart and he ratioed. Why didn't I should like and retweet that so we could get an even bigger ratio? But you're at 694 for Don Alt and you're at 792 for Sami. Sami is the ratio king. He ratios me regularly when I say maybe some bad things about eHex or whatever. So he posts the chart of eHex, and then he posts combined eHex, pHex. Sami needs to stop. He needs to get over the eHex chart. The price is double on Pulse Chain. It's a lot more advantageous to show that chart. Okay? That makes it by, I guess maybe the combined hex is good too. It's probably a little better, but why are you showing that? Nobody cares about it. 1, 2, it's not as effective at getting your point across because it's half the price of hex on Pulse Chain. So It's wrong. And I know Sami's watching. Sami watches all my streams. Big shout out to Sami. But yeah, enough with the EHEX chart, man. Why are you standing up for something that is only gonna at least not help you as much as the Hex on Pulse Chain chart? So that's my non-financial advice to Sami. Just let people know that Hex migrated. I think it's very informative. And then maybe people would stop bashing the chart as much. It's still down, but so that was our Sami thing. But I really like Sami. Sami is a loyal mother effer. Sami is a high achiever, and he's a really nice guy. And he has some great content and great insight. And I'm a big fan of Sami. Sami, you never unfollowed me through all this. I'll remember that. He never unfollowed me throughout the whole duration. Sami never unfollowed me. He liked a lot of my tweets. He replied to a lot of them. Can't be upset at him. Big shout out to him. But that's it's cool also. Congrats on the ratio. He's getting a lot of engagement, as he should be. So yeah, that's the second story. And then coming up next is our main story, which is the Richard Hart tweets. But before that, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. At least you're all subscribed. Just hit the like button, bell notification, so you don't miss a show. That's what we need to do. Since we can't get new subscribers because we're in the bear market and it's hard to onboard in the bear, and there's no Pulse Chain launch on the horizon, we could get these subscribers to go from subscribed to subscribed and bell notification. So that's all I ask. Smash the like button, bell notification. Yes, Stefan says like and share right now. Thank you, Stefan. Do it. The wage has a very good point. I don't want to be too negative here. Big shout out to Davis. Stefan says Donald is referring to EHEX because he doesn't know about Hex, right? That's why. So that's why we need to educate him. We don't need to say, "Oh, look, it's up from the bottom." Just say it's the wrong chart. There's been a migration. There's been a changing of the guards. There's been a fork. That's what I would personally say about that. But it doesn't matter. Sami's the man. Sami, big, all love. All love, big bro. All love, big bro, Sami. What's next? Next up is our main story. Our main story is the Richard Hart strikes back. So a lot of people were saying, Richard Hart, he doesn't care anymore. He doesn't want to fight or deal with this. Maybe he's running away and hiding. Maybe he's just done. He's never going to stream again. He's never going to show his face again. He's slowly drifting away into the abyss, like that of so many crypto founders. Well, maybe that's not true. We see a little fight in him. Right? It's like the Joker. A little fight in you. I like it. I like it. Got a little fight in you. I like it. And you're gonna love me. So that's what we saw today. So let's take a look at this. Richard Hart tweeted, "The crypto lawyers out there aren't using all the defenses available to them. I came up with these ideas to help them. As blockchains are communication networks, they are protected by Section 230. There's lots of other theories and case law I found to help you guys out there. It's important to use all the defenses available to you. Shout out to XRP and Coinbase for fighting the good fight for freedom." And then he lists all of them. That seems like his angle at Section 230, freedom of communication. Since there's freedom of communication, right? Blockchains are a form of communication, and therefore people have the freedom to use the blockchain. And by blockchain, we mean Hex and Pulse chain, because they're on the blockchain or they are blockchain. So freedom of speech and expression, cryptocurrency code is protected by speech. Banning code access violates free speech. He's quoting previous court cases. Disclosure mandates compel speech. Okay, this is a lot of stuff. And remember, it's important to remember the sacrifice, right? They want to say it's an illegal ICO, but it was an expression of freedom of speech and freedom of movement. Okay, it was an expression of freedom of speech and freedom of movement. And since we're entitled to free speech and free movement, it seems like maybe according to this angle, it's not an illegal ICO and it's not a security. Maybe that's sort of the angle that's going to be taken. I think what he was referring to wasn't necessarily directly referring to his case. It may be have been just a sort of message to the people facing other cases like Coinbase and XRP, to help them, because he wants Coinbase and Ripple to win, because that sets good precedent. That brings good leverage for a good advantageous settlement, because if the SEC sees that the case is weak and it's likely going to get thrown out in court, they're not going to want to go to court. So they'll say, just give us $12 million or something. Like that's sort of the thing that will happen. So Richard Hart is quiet for the most part, and he's not talking publicly, and we all know why. We don't know for sure, but we know that people that have ongoing court cases and lawsuits, their lawyers tell them to be quiet and things like that. But the more time passes, the more precedent is created. So he's very hopeful that Ripple and Coinbase will win, and he's giving them arguments to use for their arsenal. So they win, and if they win, then it's good for his case. I think is the way to look at it. It seems to be the strategy. The strategy is establishing precedent, I think. You should also notice the defense Coinbase is using: failure to state a claim, no authority to regulate, major questions, doctrine, wallets aren't brokers, use of discretion. You should know. It's also the judge in the Coinbase thing. There's more defenses, not here. And this should be great help to you fine legal folks out there. Blockchains are speech. You do math, you publish it. Someone else checks your math, peer-to-peer. Okay, great. Yeah, he's maybe this is from his lawyers. They're saying, hey, look, this is a great angle. Go tell other people in similar situations to use this angle. Win. And then we get a good settlement or ruling. A lot of people are saying he's not planning on settling. He wants to fight it. Is that true? I don't know where anyone gets that from. Why do you say that? It depends on the settlement. Would he rather exhaust millions of dollars and time and, probably hurting adoption and price action because he can win? Maybe. Or probably, I guess we could say. Or would he rather just $5 million? Go away. I don't know. It depends how the thing plays out. I don't know. I think the best thing to do is what's most advantageous, right? That's what I think. But what do you guys think? So I guess he's trying to present another angle using his platform. Maybe go tag the Coinbase at Brian Armstrong in the comments section, or quote tweet, tag Brian Armstrong and tag David Schwartz or Brad Garlinghouse. I don't know. He didn't tag them. Probably should have. But I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for that. I don't think he allows comments, so maybe just quote tweet and tag, do whatever you want. But what you really should do is smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. But it's not conclusive that there's going to be a legal battle. It depends on how things play out, which is why we are going to monitor it very closely. The date to watch for is November 28th, which is it's about 3 months. It's about 3 months, which is closing in on the January first quarter of 2024, which is sort of what we're waiting for. That's when we're really going to see if the 4-year cycle is still intact and we still have that imminent bull market coming, and whether or not Hex gets left behind, I guess, if there is an imminent bull market. But I don't think it will. I think there's going to be a bull market, and I think that Hex is going to do very well. So that's the story today. Hit the like button, subscribe. We're going to be taking a look at all of your comments, and yeah, that's your news. Good news today. The wage says settle. Well, what if the settlement is too costly and means that Richard could never stream again? What if part of the settlement, like Trevon signed the thing to the SEC, he'll never talk about unregistered securities. So what if they do something like that? Like, you got to pay all the SAC money. You got to pay the $500 million or whatever it is to the SEC, and you could never stream again. You don't settle. You settle if it's reasonable, and if you fight if it's unreasonable, right? That's it. That's it. You have to wait to see what happens. November 28th. Oh, there's no solid answer. What's up, Francis? I love Jesus. Ben Dubard. Big shout out to Ben Dubard. Says Furu thumbnail game on point as usual. Thanks, man. Yeah, I learned when making a thumbnail, I used to have text on it, but text is a little tacky, and it's unless it's like maybe 1 or 2 words. And it looks nice, but I think the best but like the box is so small, and so like the text is not really so attention grabbing. I think the best thumbnails are thumbnails that grab people's attention and tell a story. I think that's the best way to make a thumbnail. That's what I learned. And if you could see, I actually posted the thumbnail without me quote tweeting the Richard Hart thing. Let's take a look at the thumbnail. Right here. Yeah. This is it tells a story. It has big Richard Hart, Dragon Ball Z attacking. And it has little Gary Gensler with his hands out, like, don't shoot, a little bit nervous. So it really tells the story. And it doesn't need text. It's like art. It speaks for itself. That's what I learned about thumbnails. So let's see what happens. But that's hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're live every day at 12 p.m. Eastern time. We've been streaming for 33 minutes. If you guys have any questions, leave them now. Speak now or forever hold your silence. Imagine if Coinbase lists Hex after they use Richard Hart's legal advice to win their case. They are both on the same. Oh, sorry, I didn't put it as Mr. Chuck. Imagine if Coinbase lists Hex after they use Richard Hart's legal advice to win their case. They are both in the same boat with SEC right now. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's an interesting point. Mr. Chuck's got a good head. I like it. Yeah, I mean, that could be advantageous if this legal angle gets used for Coinbase. Maybe Coinbase will be more benevolent and list. All right. Yeah, no, good point. Some good thinking. I like it. This is the kind of thinking we need in the comment section. Really makes my stream a lot easier and more informative. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, I think that's it for today's stream. Check out the Patreon, guys. Become a patron. We got some great stuff in the Patreon. Go check that out. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Check out all my links in the description. We also have Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everything like that, all there for you in the description. Click the bell notification, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Have a great rest of your day.